television programme. Merry Christmas, everyone. People always talk about the good old days of TV at Christmas, don't they? Oh, it was so much better then. 25 million people sat down to watch the same programme. That's because they had no choice. It's like saying the Blitz was popular. In the days of one TV, your mum could stop you watching too much telly on Christmas Day, couldn't she? Now you can disappear into the toilet for half an hour with your iPhone. Are you watching telly in there? No, Mum, just had too many boiled eggs this morning. I like to combine certain sweets with particular shows. It's a bit like finding the right wine for the right meat, you know? For Strictly, I like Quality Street, because then I can make my own outfit out of the wrappers. That justifies both tins. For News at 10, I have After Eights. And for EastEnders, I like Jelly Babies, because someone must die. When babies are born on December the 25th, they are often given names like Noel and Holly. I'd call mine Rennie. They still have the snowman on every year. I worry, though, because it first came out in 1980. Given what other celebrities were doing back then, you half expect to see the boy with a snowy handprint on his pyjama bottoms. As tribute to The Voice, when carol singers come to my house, I turn my back on them. I think the ultimate Christmas special would be Doctor Who turns up in Downton Abbey and teaches Mrs. Padmore how to do perfect roast potatoes, then flies with the snowman to Albert Square, where he rescues the Queen from a fire and puts the whole story in a Kirsty Allsop snow globe. Setting fire to the Christmas pudding is a tradition. Something your dad always wants to do, and if it doesn't light straight away, he says, I know what'll help this, and comes back with a jerry can. I know what I'm doing. I did this last year in the old house. I don't have any grandparents anymore. It's a shame you can't get a rescue one, isn't it? There should be like a Battersea Dogs Home for nans. Their motto could be, grandmas aren't for life, they're just for Christmas. And possibly birthdays. This is Ethel. She sometimes snaps. Not good with children. Barks at the telly. Partially house-trained. Used to be one of a pair. With a lot of people living overseas now, it's quite common for the family to watch their young relatives open presents on a webcam. There's nothing like seeing their little faces light up, then go dark, then freeze, then wobble a bit, then turn it off. If they really loved me, they'd be here. But for me, Christmas is all about watching telly. And you know what's changed the way we do that? Sky Plus. Although my mum still refuses to pause live TV. She thinks she'll be behind everyone forever. Like she'll be forced to live in the past. Once upon a time, there wasn't enough good telly. Now there's too much. I've never seen my boyfriend look more worried than when the planner says we've got 3% left. A bit uncomfortable, actually. Where's that? Where's that? Oh! I love Phillip Schofield. They say for men's hair, it's good to have a bit of salt and pepper. Phillip Schofield is all salt. I don't mind a high sodium diet. I'm not the only one. Everyone has a crush on someone on TV. A psychologist told me that it's often a person who reminds you of your dad. At least that's what I put my attraction to Samuel L. Jackson down to. The giveaway that boys have a crush on someone on TV is when they put a cushion on their lap. My boyfriend did it during Spring Watch once. I hope that's for Michaela Strachan, because I don't know if I can compete with a stoat. Gordon Ramsay's an attractive bloke, but he's always frowning, isn't he? You'd worry that his sex face was the same as the one he pulls when there's not enough seasoning in a risotto. A friend of mine fancies Phil Spencer and uses estate agent speak whenever we're watching him. He could see a knickers reduction opportunity with me. He could flip me for a profit. We could knock my hallway through any day. I love Christmas. I bought a chocolate advent calendar this year. I came home from work the next day and my boyfriend looked really guilty. I said, "What have you done?" And he said, "I've just eaten a fortnight." You can tell what social class you're in by the kind of eggs you have on Christmas morning. Eggs Benedict, posh. Poached eggs, trying to be posh. And if you're common as milk like me, Easter eggs. Oh, this must be my present from the BBC. Oh, I love opening presents. How exciting is this? I love opening presents. Let's do that. Oh, it's Phillip's.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, darling.
Oh, don't do that. I've loved you since I was 12. Merry Christmas, and thank you so much for being on the show, lovely Phillip Schofield. So this is a really big moment for me, because we've never met, have we? Our paths have never crossed.
No, and even now, we're separated by distance, which is unfair.
I know. This feels like this might be a legal thing, though. I've got a question for you. Holly or fern?
Ooh, that's a tricky one. That's a very tricky one. We had such a brilliant time with Fern. That was marvellous, and we clicked. And I thought no one could ever replace her. And then along came Holly, who's just such a delight to work with. And I love going into work every morning to see her.
I meant as a table decoration, but OK. Two women if you want. Now, you've done a lot of testicle examinations on this morning. Is there any chance an enthusiastic amateur could come and have a go?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You're on the list.
I've got warm hands. You're quite the silver fox, aren't you? Do the curtains match the carpet, or... Do you have a bit of just for men down below?
I'll answer you honestly, as decently as I can at Christmas. And that is, look at that, and look at those.
Oh, no, I'm quite warm.
So am I.
Received some pubic hair in the post from a fan. Has that gone grey now too? Because it shouldn't, because it isn't.
So that was you.
I have actually written to you in the past. I wrote to you a number of times. When I was sort of 12, 13, when you were in the broom cupboard and sort of going live kind of era, I sent a photograph of my bedroom once to you because it had pictures of you, and you sent it back and wrote on the back, "A true fan," and then signed it. But the point is that you sent it back.
Do you know, bizarrely, I have a vague recollection of that.
No, shut up! Even if you're lying, that has made me very happy.
I never lie.
This is my best Christmas present ever. What's the best Christmas present you've ever received?
when I was really little, my mum and dad stayed up late in the weeks and weeks leading up to Christmas and made me my own zoo, a handmade zoo. My dad was really very, very clever with his hands. He was a brilliant craftsman. I wish I'd kept my zoo.
I'll make you a zoo.
Really?
All the animals will have proper hair and everything. Do you ever think about making the competition questions in This Morning a bit A, harder, B, ridiculously easy, or C, Lionel Richie?
Definitely C.
What do you do when a guest doesn't turn up? Like if somebody's stuck in traffic or whatever reason they just don't arrive and you need a guest, what do you do then?
Well, after we've tried to contact you...
Well, you know, I was going to say, I am normally really close, Phillip.
I've seen the smears up the studio window.
You've seen the lower ones as well. You asked for that. Now, why don't you present This Morning on Fridays? Can you just not be asked?
It was because Dancing on Ice, when we started doing Dancing on Ice, there were rehearsals on Saturday, did the show on the Sunday, and so I never saw the family. So it was because I got a day off for the family when they were younger.
That's nice.
And then they grew up, and I just kept the Fridays off.
Do you watch, like, on a Friday, or like everyone else, do you just skip it because it's just Eamon and Ruth? But they're a bit like sort of substitute teachers, aren't they? You know, just can't keep control. How often on Dancing on Ice do you think to yourself, oh, go on, drop her?
It depends who it is.
Do you have a favourite moment from Dancing on Ice?
We had Pamela Anderson, who was on, and she was a lovely lady, but a dreadful skater. She provided me with one of my most extraordinary moments. She did a huge lift. She was lifted by her partner, finished the routine, and she turned around and skated towards me, and they were out. It looked like the airbag had gone off.
Christmas wish.
What's that?
Yay, you're in the broom cupboard. Ta-da!
Been a long time.
Did you get my Christmas cards?
Yes, I did. Here we go. It's like being in the broom cupboard again, isn't it?
Oh, yay.
Here we are. Here's a lovely card. This one's from Sarah.
Yeah, they're all from me, love. Oh, that's the special one, the one with the glitter. You see on the front, underneath the Merry Christmas?
Yeah.
If you have a look on the front there, that was where...
In the shape of a heart?
Yeah, I did a potato print of my vajazzle for you.
It's a lovely shape.
That's the compliment I mostly get. But there is still something missing. Hang on. Perfect.
Is that the way you want me?
That's the way I want you. This is the best Christmas ever. Thank you ever so much. Phillip Schofield.
It's my pleasure. And Sarah?
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm coming in. Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
After all that excitement, I need to talk about something gentle, like a Sunday night drama. Why do we like soothing dramas on a Sunday night? because we want to be reminded of good times gone by, like Friday night. Downton's a Sunday night favourite. In Downton times, a lot more people died of things they shouldn't have because they were too repressed to see what the problem was. They'd have to say, I've got a problem with me finger. Oh, let me take a look. It's up me bum. It's touching something knobbly. Then there was Mr. Selfridge. He invented fitting rooms. What an arse. The lights are too bright, though they are good for plucking your tash, especially in Marxies. The curtain is never wide enough, but it means you can show the girls walking past what a happy woman looks like. I'm looking forward to the spin-off Miss Selfridge, where skinny girls stare at you and ask, is it for a present? Now, we couldn't have a Christmas show without talking about one of the biggest shows of the year, Call the Midwife. It's all about a group of midwives. There's a posh one, a tough one, a very young one, and an older one who pretends to be young. It's basically the Spice Girls on gas and air. I love it when the midwives say, I'm going to need hot water and towels. I always think I'd be stressed and fancy a bath too. Those women are all very cheerful considering they live on a bomb site, have too much sex and all the men are bastards. Oh, hang on, I'm thinking of Geordie Shore. And there are a lot of bikes in it. No, that's Geordie Shore. This is in the time when a man and woman had to have a chaperone when they went out on a date. A chaperone was there to hold your handbag while you went off to get fingered outside. Midwife wasn't their first choice for title. Others they thought of were Game of Moans, Nuns and Nunnies, and Sorry About Your Carpet. How do they measure how dilated the woman is down there? Is that why rulers need to be shatterproof? I've got too smutty a mind to watch Call the Midwife. The other day, I nearly spat me tea out when one of the midwives complimented her mother on her lovely curtains. You know what? Because it's Christmas, I think I'm going to call the midwives right now. Please welcome Judy Parfitt and Helen George, also known as Sister Monica Joan and Nurse Trixie Franklin from Call the Midwife. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
It's lovely to have you here. Now, what I'd like to know is, before phones, how did they call the midwife? Was it like the bat signal, but with a fanny in the sky? That'd be tricky, though, because how would you recognise it? Because you'd be like, is it a flower? I don't know what it is.
They used to have carrier pigeons.
Carrier pigeons?
Yes, yes.
Really?
Yes.
And it would just say...
They'd put a
It's
little
coming
note
out.
and say...
And then put it in a pigeon and send it
They'd
off.
come and they'd send the pigeon.
Right, OK, that's good to know. Sister Monica is obsessed with cake, knitting and astrology, isn't she?
Yes.
Now, I totally get that, apart
Yes.
from the knitting and the astrology. They're good things to be obsessed with, though, aren't they?
I think so.
What do you think is the best thing about living in the 1950s? What do you think was the best thing?
I like the fact that you can eat white bread and you don't feel bad.
I eat white bread and I don't feel bad, love. You were allowed to have boobs back then, weren't
Pointy
you?
boobs as well.
Pointy, oh,
Very
my...
pointy. I
Do you
felt
have to
very
get
left
really
out.
weird.
How do you get them into a point?
Tissue paper.
Oh, really? You don't just, like, roll them, like...
You
Until they eventually fill the end of your bra. Just keep rolling. Come here, you got warm hands, keep rolling. I'm not very good with babies. How long do you have to hold them before you can ask if somebody else wants to go? I'm not good with them.
And they're heavy as well, so you're kind of like, oh.
They're lovely when they're quiet.
When they're quiet and they haven't shut themselves.
Yeah, they have because we have naked babies on set all the time doing the birth stuff, and they just poo everywhere. And it's like that, like, yellow curry, like yellow...
And it like put me off curry for life.
I know. And people will say, oh, you just got a little...
Oh!
curry Before you poo on your face.
You obviously all know how to hold babies. I've only ever held one baby, and I'm not very good at it. And I think that's because I hold them, you know, like that. You know what I mean? Like out like that, like just by the feet. When you auditioned for the part, did you have to display any sort of midwifery skills at the audition?
I didn't audition, darling.
You were just given the part.
Of course.
They just knew that you'd know that. Well, I apologise if I've offended you in
think
any
so.
way. I just assumed people had auditions. No,
I auditioned.
You auditioned. Well, that's because, you know, they wanted to make sure that they definitely liked you, and you'd obviously just muscled your way in, hadn't you? Helen, you practiced the medical techniques on your husband, didn't you?
I used my dog because I didn't have, you know, a prosthetic doll to practice with. So I'd come back and sort of just... Oh, she's a Yorkshire Terrier. She's kind of baby-sized, so it just seemed like the natural progression.
So your husband was the pregnant lady?
Yeah, on his back with his legs up with a blanket over. I did it right.
It's up the most extraordinary picture.
So he had the blanket over, his legs up...
And he delivered a Yorkshire Terrier.
And he had a Yorkshire Terrier.
It's very successful. Yeah.
Did you hand the Yorkshire Terrier back to your husband to cradle?
I wrapped her in a blanket and she looked like E.T.
That is adorable. Do you enjoy leaving the young ones to do the delivering of the babies? Because you get up to quite a bit of mischief. Do you enjoy that part of your character?
Yes, yes, I love it. Yes.
What's your favourite bit of mischief you've got up to?
Eating cakes.
Just while everybody else is working?
Yes.
Just in the corner,
Just eating
snaffling away?
cakes, yes.
That's right. I think I could do your part. But, I mean, obviously, I'd have to audition. Helen, you did... I didn't know this. You did backing vocals for Elton John for a while.
I did, yeah.
Do you ever sort of sing, just bring to song while you're delivering a baby, you know, like Circle of Life or Tiny Dancer or something appropriate, like I'm Still Standing because my fanny's too sore to sit down? Do you sing? Oh, excuse me. This is very odd that the phone is going. Hello? Now? Really? I think this is for one of you two. Apparently someone's about to drop. Yeah.
We should probably hurry up.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Do you want to help
go.
us?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
come,
we'll show you how to do
come.
it.
Oh,
Come on.
I'll give it a bash.
Then you can hold a baby.
Oh, great.
Sweetie, you're doing very well. Now just remember to breathe in and out. Where's our Sarah? She should be here by now.
I'm sure she'll be here soon. Oh, calm yourself.
Someone has called the midwife and was getting an artist's house at once for the baby thing. I'm not an expert. Ow. Oh, you bugger. Oh, you bugger. No wonder Victoria Pendleton's so grumpy. I'm coming. Shit, cobblestones! Ooh. Cobblestones. Nearly there! Yes! Yes! I've arrived! Right, I'm here. How may I assist?
Sarah, where have you been?
I don't know, but I'm going back, Flower.
Well, you're here now, now.
Yes.
This is Mary. She's doing very well. Everything's as it should be, and she's 4 fingers dilated.
4 fingers. Does anybody else really fancy a Kit Kat? Well, that's one for you, love. OK. Anyone else? Bounty, Twix, Penguin?
We need hot water.
Oh, that's a good idea, because I am parched. I'll have 4 sugars in mine flour.
Perhaps you'd better just stay with the father.
What's he doing here anyway? It is the 1950s.
We couldn't afford another set, love. This isn't BBC One, you know. Hello, love. What's your name?
Joseph.
Mary and Joseph. And if you have a little boy, what are you gonna call him?
Keith.
Well, let's get you out of here. Don't forget the cap, like the way your wife did.
Oh, I think we're almost ready, love. One big last push.
Oh, it's looking angry down there. She's gonna be off at cello lessons for a good while.
That's it. There we go. That's it. There we are. There we are. It's a boy.
I've witnessed a moment in history that will change the world forever. For today, I have witnessed the birth of the baby Phillip Schofield. Thank you so much for coming on the show, ladies and gentlemen, Helen George and Judy Parfitt. Tonight. Unfortunately, we haven't had a chance to talk about all the repeats that are on at Christmas. We haven't had a chance to talk about all the repeats that are on at Christmas. We haven't had a chance to talk about any Christmas spoilers, or children, as I call them. Or the Sherlock Christmas special, where he figures out some of the biggest Christmas mysteries, like who gave you the secret gift at the office Christmas party, and when will it clear up? Or the Christmas grand designs, which is just going to be people eating sandwiches in a caravan because the house isn't finished. And we haven't had time to talk about the Embarrassing Bodies Christmas special, or as I'm calling it, Jingle Balls. Good night and Merry Christmas.
Jack and Sarah are hosting the festivities. The parents are coming with Gran, and Joe's favourite day of the year could be ruined. Stranded in Heaven on BBC Two next.